Hey everyone, this is ANDIVAX. Today we're talking about the preparation of materials to send a track for mastering. This process is very simple. The most important thing is to follow a couple of rules that will allow the mastering engineer to do their work quickly and effectively. I use Steinberg Cubase. Others use Logic Audio, Studio One, or Fruity Loops. It doesn't matter. The operations and actions do not depend on the program. Let's open the project. We remove all effects from the master bus. We set the cursor on the loudest part of the track and check that peaks do not exceed the level of -3 decibels. Please note that some producers, me included, mix the project with the compressor or maximizer on the master bus. After removing all the effects from the master, instruments on which the envelope shaper was used to increase attack and punch will start peaking and clipping. There are 3 options to get rid of peaking. 1. Set the limiter on the channel with envelope shaper. 2. Set the limiter on the master bus. 3. Significantly reduce the master bus level before saving so as not to exceed the peaking level of -3 decibels. To be honest with you, for me, the best way is the 3rd option, because it doesn't kill the peaks. It is necessary to highlight the problem when we take the compressor off the master. The mix's balance is messed up. In this case, it is worth leaving the compressor on the master, but check carefully to what extent the signal is restricted by the compressor. A restriction of not more than 2 decibels is permitted in the loudest places of the mix. If the value will be more than that, the dynamics will suffer and mastering will not improve the situation, and it won't be easy to get a quality sound. We'll save the audio with the following parameters. Sampling frequency 44,100 kHz. Bit depth 24. This is more than enough to transfer materials without losing quality. I highly recommend to correctly name the file being exported. Please note that some mastering studios, for example ANDIVAX Mastering, accept projects for mastering if they have 2 or 3 reference tracks. Based on these tracks, it is possible to determine the desired volume and frequency balance. However, you shouldn't use diversified tracks in different styles for reference. Try to select reference tracks so the mastering engineer understands immediately what sound you are expecting. When all the materials are ready, it is worth archiving them. The archive must contain 1. Premaster 44,100 24. 2. MP3 preview of your track with your mastering. 3. 2 to 3 reference tracks. I use WinRAR Archiver, but non-advanced Apple Mac users may have problems with de-archiving as OS X by default understands only zip archives. On the other hand, the RAR format compresses files more effectively than zip. I also recommend to set a password on any archive uploaded to the internet to eliminate the possibility of stealing your information. After archive curation, check that it has the correct name and upload it to a file hosting service. I recommend sendspace.com. Note the size of file restriction up to 250 megabytes. WeTransfer.com. Clients of ANDIVAX Mastering, for example, have the possibility to upload files to my FTP server. This is all I had to say about track preparation for mastering. I wish you all the best to conquer the world charts. I'll be happy to answer your questions in the group ANDIVAX Reviews.